Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Monday live webinar. I hope everybody is doing great. I am back home, so I'm very excited. You can see in the background my regular office, and I'm very excited to be here today. And I want to welcome everybody. We have a lot of people today. That's good. Welcome. Let me see. Al, Doraki, Rafael, Esther, Brittany, EC Creations, Frank, Fred. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. And Seth is a little bit late. He's actually running back from the airport, and he's going to join us in a few minutes. Hopefully, he's, um, he's coming back from Miami. So we're very excited that he's coming back and joining us on the webinar today. I am having a little bit of issues because I have my two monitors now, and I kind of got a little bit confused with the camera angle. So if I'm not looking at you guys, it's because I'm trying to figure out how to do this right here. So we're gonna start the webinar, and I hope you guys get a lot of value out of this. Basically, what we want to do is we want to talk about the things that you want to see on your listing or on your product to know that it's a winning product, and also what are you looking for in order to know that that you're gonna be able to generate the sales, and the process that I kind of go in my head in my processes to be able to identify that the product is good. One of the first things is knowing that your research it has to be a good research at the beginning on the kind of product that you're going to be listing, or the niche that you're going to be going through. But once you have that, then you are ready. You're going to have good success, and I'm very happy to see people that even if it takes a little bit longer than that what you think it's gonna take, maybe you thought it's gonna take a few months or a few a week, a month and a half, and it ends up taking longer. At least the first time, I think it's okay, because you're learning and you're trying to understand everything that is involved, and that's one of the reasons why I recommend the first time at least to focus on launching one product, because it takes a lot of things. It takes a lot of different things that you have to make sure that everything is in order to be able to have good success. But I just wanted to share with you a post that one of the members did. Let me see if I find it again, because I just went through it. But let me see. Give me just 1 second and see if we can do this real quick. If not, we'll just jump in and start the presentation that I have for you guys. Let me see if I find it real quick. And this is what it gets me excited. Okay, here it is. So let me share my screen with you guys. And I don't even know if this is gonna work or not. So let me know if you guys see my screen. Can you guys see my screen right now? Okay, present to everyone. I guess you can see it. So this is the post I was talking about. Ping Lars, she says, I started my first two products in Amazon on September 4. Since then, I sold 1,780 units of paddles and 799 units of nets within 58 days. So she's talking about almost 3,000 units in 2 months. The first bi-weekly check I got from Amazon was $3,000. That's after Amazon fees. The second bi-weekly check was $8,000. and the third one was $10,000. That's after Amazon fees. You have to take off the cost of your product out of this. And I'm beating some name brands and Amazon, and she shared with us the most recent payment is $10,000, and her balance for the next payment is $14,000, 14,500. So I think it's very inspiring, and it's encouraging that to know that we just have to put in the work, guys, and what and understand the process. I focus a lot on making sure that we understand the process, because once we do this one time and we can have those results, then we know how to scale it up. How big you want to scale up your business, how many products you want, doing that about the same. And if you follow the process, you're gonna have about the same results for each product. So that's why it's very important to learn and understand the process. So let's get started. And share my presentation. Okay. So, winning products. You guys can see my screen? I hope you guys can see my screen. All right. Buen día, Diego. Oh, buen día, Rafael. There you go. Diego and Rafael. All right. Rafael, buen día, Rafael. Thank you very much for your service, man. I know you are in Hawaii, I believe, right now in the Army. So thank you for your service, and we're gonna rock and roll and start the presentation. So what do we want to do? What do we want to see on a winning product when we are analyzing our products, and we want to see that our product is a good product and it's going to have good results. For people that is not seeing my video, if you guys want to refresh your screen, I think that's going to be what's going to help you. Just refresh your screen and go from there. So things that we're looking for when on winning products. We want to see that we have a good optimized listing. That's one of the first things that we want to make sure on our listings, that it's a good optimized listing. We want to make sure that we have differentiation with when competing with with our niche. We want to know what is the ranking potential, or we want to understand if we can rank for that niche. If we what is the potential for us ranking on that niche. And then we want to know what kind of promotions we're doing, and those are the four things that we're going to be focusing on today. So for optimized listings, and I hope you guys recognize this graphic that I have in there, because that's one of the graphics that we have in the training. So I hope you guys have recognized that, as those are some of the different things that we're looking at when we're optimizing listings, the basic things that we're going to be looking for. And we want to make sure that we have a good title, very optimized title, and follow the training that we have to be able to know what means having a good optimized title. We want to make sure that we have a good price point. We don't want to be either the lowest price, but we don't want to be the highest price also. So we want to make sure where we can fit on that niche in order to make enough sales, and also in order to have a good profit margin. So you don't want to be the lowest price, so you start bringing that niche down and with price competition, but you don't want to be the highest one. The next one, I put photos here, and Seth said no photos. You have to have amazing photos, this is one of the things that we focus a lot, because we've noticed even with a listing having amazing photos, uh, people start getting more sales, because in Amazon, most customers, they don't, well, not most customers. Amazon is an online store, so the customers, they don't get to see and touch the products, but they need, in order for them to order, they want to see, or they see the pictures. And if you have great pictures, amazing pictures, that's going to be one of the factors that is going to help you make more sales. And you can see some listings that have one or two pictures. If they have a good market, they might be able to sell some units. But if they were if they were to invest in great pictures, amazing pictures, they will be able to sell more. And that's one of the things that we want to see on our listing. We want to make sure that out of all of the sellers, or all of the listings on that niche, we have the best amazing photos. We want to make sure our bullets are optimized. One of the things that I've noticed that Amazon is doing now is they're checking on the new listings. They're checking for people to do everything according to terms of service. So if you're having, if you're putting emojis, or if you're putting any kind of graphics on the bullet points or HTML codes, they're cracking down on those listings, and they're not really taking them down, but they're suppressing those listings, meaning that even if you're indexed on Amazon, show up on the results because you are breaking Amazon terms of service. So that's one of the things that you have to look for on your listing. Don't worry, or don't worry about other people that is doing things that are against terms of service. You do it the way you're supposed to do it, and Amazon will reward you for that. So that's one of the things that are very important. Description, the same thing on description. Amazon is getting, even though they say that you're not supposed to use HTML, they're still letting people use HTML as long as you use just the basic HTML code, a paragraph, maybe a center code, or maybe just putting a strong or how do you call it, bolding a phrase or a word, things like that, you're doing okay. But if you start putting those check marks and start putting all kinds of stuff in there, hearts and all of those things, Amazon eventually is gonna crack down on your listing, and they're not gonna be you're not gonna be able to keep doing that and still showing up. But that's a process that Amazon is doing. A lot of people got a message from Amazon letting us know that from the end of October 2017, they will start cracking down and checking back listings and all of that. So it's very important to keep in mind. And I'm gonna take a break to say hello, Seth.
Hello, Alan.
How are you, my friend?
Good to see you, brother.
Good,
great,
man.
Just got into the house, walked up here in the office, opened the computer, and let's do this.
All right. Well, I kind of started a little bit, so I'm going through the presentation just to let people know what are we looking when we're looking at, we're analyzing an acing, especially our acings. Mm-hmm. And then if you like, we can just go and start analyzing some of the products that we have.
Absolutely. So you're still walking through the slideshow then right now?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Awesome. And thank you guys. Thank you for the welcome. So glad to be home. And I have a jacket on because it's cold in Austin. Awesome. Okay, brother. So yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we want to make sure that we have search terms. We're optimizing for search terms. We want to make sure we're on the right category, because that's going to be one of the things that Amazon is checking and making sure that people is putting their listings on the right category. And if you're not sure what category you should be, one of the best things to do is chat with Amazon support and ask them, this is my product. What should be the best category? And that's gonna be the easiest way to learn what's the best category for you. There's other ways that you can do it, but that's kind of the easiest way to do it. And then, we want to make sure we have a good PPC keyword so we can start a campaign. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later on. One of the resources that I wanted to share with you, and I'm going to have it here on this presentation. I'm going to share with you the PDF file. It's this document that is called Creating Great Detailed Page Content. And the reason why I wanted to share this with you guys is because it's coming directly from Amazon. So if I click on that, it's gonna take me directly to Amazon Health and Customer Service, and they have a document where they just go through what makes a great detail page, how to write great titles, how to write great bullet points, and this is if they have something included in here, that means that you guys can do it, and you guys can include, and they give you samples or everything. So this is a good way to learn and understand what Amazon is looking for when writing a good, when creating your listing and all that. So that's a resource that I wanted to share with you guys, and I'm gonna go back to the presentation. So once you have a good optimized listing, you wanna make sure that you have a good differentiation, and we've talked about all of these, and we have a lot of resources for that. But we're gonna be looking at differentiation of the listings that we're analyzing today, and again, amazing photos, not just regular pictures. I was telling them, Seth, that I sent you the document, and then you said, hey, change, put somewhere instead of photos, put amazing photos, because we want to focus on that. We want to make sure that this is one of the differentiations from the competition.
And this is very important because people buy with their eyes, and they don't have a way to experience your product physically. They can't touch it. So the only way they can experience your product is through what they see and read. So your first photo should be amazing. Don't go cheap on your first photo. Make it over the top. If you're going to spend thousands of dollars to overseas to build a product from a supplier, then it makes no sense to not invest in your photo, because if your first photo is not really, really good, you're not going to get the conversion you want. And that's exactly what Alan said. That's a huge part of differentiating, so that your photo should be better than all your competitors, which means you're going to have to work really hard to figure out what needs to go in that photo. How do I illustrate in a way that causes emotion and value to be immediately perceived when someone sees it on Amazon?
Yes. So that's one of the things that we're looking at. Amazing photos, accessories. If there's any way to add an accessory, like somebody's doing, it's saying we're just missing a handle to push him around on the picture. But we want to be able to have either accessories or maybe a product upgrade for some products. If you can upgrade the product a little bit, better materials or things like that. And the best resource that I can recommend for you guys to do all of this, or to learn which one you're going to use, or what things to look for, is if you go to the build section on our training, go to how to differentiate your product, and you're going to have a whole bunch of videos, graphics, everything that you need to be able to know what are you going to do on your product when you're building your listing, or when you're building your product. After that, we're going to talk. We need to talk a little bit about ranking potential, and that's one of the things that we need to look at. We need to see how competitive our main keyword is, to see if how many sales all the listings are, all the competition is having. How many sales should we need to be able to rank for that keyword? Do we really have a chance of ranking for this search term? How many reviews and all of that. So we're gonna go through all of this with the different ASINs. But this is what we're looking for. We're looking, how long will it take to rank for that keyword based on all the information that we're getting. We have to see what kind of promotions are we gonna do. what kind of promotions are you doing right now on your products? If you're doing any ranking giveaways, there's different kinds of giveaways and promotions that you have available and that you can do, and not one of them is is the only one you have to do. Um, if you have the resources, I would recommend try to think about different ways that you can promote at the beginning of your launch. But ranking giveaways, that's one of the different ways that you can do it. We have used and we recommend Viral Launch for that. We are coming out with the GOD marketplace very soon. That is going to have about the same process for ranking giveaways. We also need to think about sales velocity, and not just sales velocity for how many sales the product is making, because you have to remember that one product can be making 2,000 sales a month, but that's gonna be a combination of PPC sales, organic sales, promotion sales, review sales, things like that. So you kind of have to understand and figure out what is the sales velocity of this product, and how many sales do I need, but how many sales of each kind of different promotion we need to make. For sales velocity, a few of the resources that we use are JumpSend, Snackshout, and these places are gonna give you sales velocity. They don't really help you on ranking, but it helps you on sales velocity, and you also get some reviews out of it. But you're not focusing on getting 100% reviews on any of these promotion tools.
And one thing I want to just add to that really quick. Ranking giveaways means where you give away your product at a huge discount, like 90% or more, so that it will rank. And to rank means it shows up sooner and sooner on the first page of search results. So that's what you use Viral Launch and Job Marketplace for. The reason we're coming out with Job Marketplace is because it's going to be a lot less expensive than Viral Launch, because that's super expensive. But Viral Launch is an awesome company and a program, and I highly recommend you guys use it. Sales velocity refers to the speed at which it's selling. So you want a lot of sales, and you want them becoming in fast over a period of time, and I recommend a minimum of 7 days. Amazon doesn't just look at, oh, they sold 50 one day. Your ranking will immediately disappear 2 days later. It needs to be over a chunk of time. So, and notice there's a reason that Alan put promotions after optimization. If your optimization means when someone sees your listing, they're very likely to buy it. If your listing is not optimized, then why would you ever want to rank it? In other words, if it doesn't have at least some good reviews on there, you don't need a ton. You just need a handful of reviews. Danilo talked about having 1 5-star review, and he sold 40 units his first day. How? Because he differentiated it so well. So you want your listing to be convertible, super desirable. Once you know that's true, you've done all the work that Alan just mentioned, then you go to promotions and you rank it. You give a bunch away to get it ranking so it shows up sooner and sooner on the first page of search results. This is a cost. It's an expense. It's an investment. It will depend on how fast your competitors are selling. So for example, if your top 5 competitors are selling 100 times a day and they're in the first top 5 spots, well, if you want one of those spots, guess how many times you need to be selling per day? More than they are. But if they're only doing 10 a day, then you don't have to give away as many. So if you know your market really well, you'll know how many you need to give away to get it ranking. And that's what he's referring to by this. Back to you, Alan.
Right. So for Amazon PPC, especially for the launch strategy, I recommend you guys go to the launch the resources page, and we have a whole bunch of videos and everything. Seth kind of goes in detail on how to do the PPC campaigns for manual, automatic. So I included the link here, so you can go to the launch section on the training and just go to the how to run an Amazon ad campaign in there. And then review giveaways, which is one of the ways that you can do that is using the Facebook group that we have. So you can just go in there and buy products, or when you're ready to launch, list your product, and we're gonna have members of the community help you, buying products and giving you reviews. That's one of the ways that you can do review giveaways. And then Facebook ads as well. That's one of the more sales velocity and sales. And we do have also a Facebook strategy for your Amazon products on the launch section of your training. Under relevant workshops, you're going to see that video that is called How to Create a Facebook Ad Strategy for Your Amazon Products. So those are the things that you're looking, and we're gonna be looking at these ASINs and kind of asking questions and asking, what kind of promotions are we doing to be able to rank. And so we're gonna go do that. We're gonna go do the live demo. But I wanted to first, Seth, I wanted to also ask the community. Do not copy these products. These are products that already members of the community are making. This is not a session for finding potential products. So don't just take, these products and
Yep.
just copy them.
Yeah, and here's why you shouldn't copy them. Number one, it's just low. But number two, they're going to crush you if you do, because this is the funny part. When people get nervous about someone copying their product, if you've already been working on it for 3 months, you got the differentiation figured out, you studied the market, you're talking to the suppliers, and you've launched, they're not. If you're doing a good job, they're not going to catch up with you. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be very hard for them too. So don't waste your time and money trying to copy it. Now, are sometimes people going to end up with the same product on Just One Dime? Absolutely. And if you've done your research well, I wouldn't fear that, because guess what? Not only can Just One Dime see your products, anyone in the world can see them. So think about it. Like, anyone can. And I trust Just One Dime members far more than I do people outside of this community, because I know many of you, and you guys know the standards that we hold to. Back to you, Alan.
Yeah, yes. If you find any of these products through research, it's fine. You're gonna do everything according to the training, and that's. I rather have 2 or 3 competitors that I know that are from Just One Dime, because I know, I'm not gonna have people playing dirty tricks with my product. So that's actually a good thing. But as long as you find it through promotions, through product research. So Seth, I posted in the morning on the Facebook group for people to share their ASIN, and we have a few of them right here. I don't know if you wanted to just go one by one and just kind of go through the process.
Absolutely, man. Let's do it. So right. Let's open up the first one and we'll walk it through. And thank you guys for sharing these, because you're not just getting help for yourself, you're actually helping other warriors too by letting other people see your product. So thank you.
Yes. Okay, so you want to start with this?
Yeah, let's do it. Mm-hmm.
All right. First thing I wanna look for is well, the rank right now on this item is 928,000, and I'm just gonna look at the Jungle Scout estimator for clothing, and just to kind of see what is the for me, what will be the desired sales rank. So right now, okay, at 900,000, you're not. Yeah, the rank is too high, so we want to bring down this rank to maybe 30,000, maybe 20,000. What do you think, Seth?
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I mean, and this is a very custom question because it depends on what the member wants. But what are you trying? What are you trying to do here, Alan?
I just wanna see that the rank is very high, so we want to bring it to at least 20,000 to know that you're selling at least 10 units a day.
Right.
We're just gonna kind of get an idea of what do we need to do on this listing or.
Yep. Excellent. So there's several things. So there's 2 things anytime you guys look at a listing. Number 1, is it desirable? Number 2, is it discoverable? Desirable means it will convert well. Out of 100 people who look at it, a large percentage of those will buy. Discoverable means when someone searches, puts in one of your power keywords, which Alan just talked about, it'll come up on the first page of search results and hopefully in one of the 3 top boxes, even if one of those top boxes is a sponsored ad. So those are the 2 things you want to look at. So my first question is on this, is I would first look at desirability, Alan. Is this product let me go back even further. What is the demand for the main keyword? So exactly. So he's searching the main keyword right now, cat necklace jewelry. We need to know the demand. What are the sales for this keyword? If the sales for the keyword amongst the 10 top competitors are not at least 3,000 in a month period, I wouldn't even go with the product. And that's for numerous keywords pointing back to the same product. Excellent. So he's got it in Amazon, as you guys can see. You guys see what he's doing here? He's looking for the demand for cat necklace jewelry. And right now it has 0 top competitors because there's 0 top sellers.
And I think the reason why there's no competitors on Amazon is because if you look at the Amazon search,
yeah,
most of these are in the 400,000, 500,000 ranks, 160, 72, and depending on the settings that you have on your Amazon account, I think for this category we have like 2,000 or 3,000. So that's one of the reasons why there's not going to be any competitors here.
Right, which means the demand for that keyword is not very high. The actual keyword, cat necklace jewelry, it's not high enough. So if I was doing a search and I put in cat necklace jewelry, there may have been a time where there was very high demand for this, but right now the demand is very low. So the first thing that comes to my mind, Alan, is there demand? Maybe we should check a different keyword. What do you think?
This scope extension, they kind of give you the same about the same information that Jungle Scout gives you.
Yeah.
But Scope has a free version where you can install it and just open a free account, and they will give you all of this information for free. Yeah. So and you write on spot right here because you can see the top 10 results right here.
Yeah.
Total estimated sales per month is about 38. Actually,
really quick, Alan, everyone, let me know if this is making sense. I want to make sure you're tracking. What we're doing is we're asking, because remember, we're not looking for products, we're looking for keywords. Is there demand for cat necklace jewelry? An excellent question. Alex Adams made a recommendation, Alan. She said, what if we just search cat necklace, which is now we're looking at more of a short tail keyword, which is probably going to have more demand, but it may not be as convertible, but we'll see. You want to try that one, Alan, after you finish looking at this one?
I do, and I want to make sure that the person that the owner of this product understands also that this is her main keyword. So this is what she's trying to rank. And she might, one of the main reasons why she's not getting any sales or she's not ranking, it's going to be there's no really a lot of demand.
Yeah.
So we just do cat necklace.
Yeah. And guys, while he's searching that, what is the #1 indicator of strong demand? You guys tell me. Anyone? What is the #1 indicator of strong demand when you were doing this? This is very, very important that you guys know. I'll give you a hint. It's not search volume. What is it, guys? Everyone? Yeah, no problem, Busy Bee. I can help you. Not competition, Tyler. It's sales volume. It's sales. Exactly. And there's two kinds. Yep, exactly, Al. There's two kinds of sales. There's sales. It's not search words. It is not merchant words. It's not search volume. Not search volume. I promise. Not search volume. It is sales. Everyone. Seller rank is an indication of those sales. And ranking is based on those sales. Exactly what, Regina? Yeah. Sales per day. Yep, sales per day, sales per month. There's just different ways of looking at the same thing. It's not competition, Tyler. Competition tells you what the sales are, right? But when I hear competition, I'm thinking how many competitors. That's important. Sales volume. So how much cash is it generating per day or per month? And how many sales are coming out per day or per month? Both of those matter. Those are really, really important. So Susan, ranking, that's a good answer. Ranking tells you how many sales you're getting per day. We have tools that can show you how many sales it's doing per day on average. Right, you want more than 900 revenue per day on average. And I would actually up that to 1,200, Doraji. We constantly change because Amazon constantly changes. I would bring that up to $1,200 now. not even 900, for Amazon.com. Somewhere between 1,200, at least 1,200, yep, per day of the top sellers. And you want it to be spread out amongst the top competitors. If just one or two or three have all those sales, that's an indication the demand may not be great. Go ahead, Alan. I just want to make sure everyone's tracking here.
That's good. Yeah, and I think it's important for people to understand all of this, because this is going to be the basis of your business in Amazon. Once you understand this process and why are we looking for, instead of cat necklace jewelry, we're going to focus on cat necklace. That's because we want to make sure that that we find a niche, or a sub-market that has enough sales where we can focus all of our marketing on ranking on that search term. But once we rank in there, we're gonna have the sales. We're gonna start getting, the organic sales and all of that.
Exactly. And guys, that word cat necklace, that's a keyword. It's like a path to the product. So the way we're gonna find a path to this product is looking at keywords. Because someone may not be searching cat necklace jewelry. Maybe it's too broad. It's like necklace jewelry seems more like a category than a product. But someone might be searching cat necklace. That's actually sounds more to me what someone might search for. And then we also have another keyword we could check out too if we have time. Easy Creation said yoga jewelry, and that's another idea. And in my question in that would be this. Does it allow you, Easy Creations, does yoga jewelry actually, does this product, is it truly yoga jewelry? Does it fulfill that need? That's very important, because if it doesn't, then that's what's called it. It might be a high demand keyword, but it's not a relevant keyword. So you need both high demand, a lot of people are using it, searching that and buying, searching it and buying, but then you want to make sure the keyword is relevant to the product. Because if someone searches it and your listing comes up, they're gonna go, oh, that's not what I was looking for. See what I mean? And again, maybe it does. I don't know if it does or not. You would have to tell me. Let me know if that makes sense. And Busy Bee, yeah, I can help you. Just ask a very specific question. So I can help you. I need something very specific.
So even at cat necklace, we still have only one competitor for this niche market, and Merchant Wars search volume is good. And I think this for this specific product, what's happening is that there's a lot of products, but none of them are making any sales.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the estimated sales right here. Oh, of course, it changed. I was looking at the estimated sales, and there are very low, maybe 30, 40 sales a month. So that means that this market it doesn't have a lot of demand. It has a lot of products. The competition is not there because we're looking at very low rankings on our research.
Yeah.
But there's no competition.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't see, because I was answering questions. When you searched it in Amazeout, did it give you any competitors, Alan?
For cat necklace, it's only one.
Okay, yeah.
Monthly searches is good. There's only one.
Yeah, and that one person's doing 16 sales a day. Can we look at it really quick? Can you click on competitors and reports? Let's see. I bet you they're ranking for a different keyword. Maybe this is one of them, but there's 16 sales a day isn't amazing, but it's good. It's solid. So what is it? Oh, it's a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Not even relevant. Yeah. So we know there's demand for this a little bit, but that keyword's leading to this, but it's not a real super relevant keyword. So based on this, the demand is not there. That's the problem. There's not enough demand for this. That's the problem. Yeah.
So what if one person that is already have a product in this, like this person that already has this product, what is the best way to go about this product?
Excellent question. Yeah. So what I would do first is I would grab other keywords, like Tharaji said cat pendant. If this truly is a cat pendant, then yes. Let's see. Fred offered animal necklace. So it's a little more generic. It's not specifically cat, but you could definitely do that. Amanda said cat jewelry. So a lot of people are dropping in short tail keywords. So what I would do if I was going to continue, and we should move on to the next one,
Yes.
the next person now. Alan, if you want to just get it set up and start searching it while I explain this, then we can look at the data.
Sure.
That's what I would do now. So Neha, what I would do is look up other keywords that are relevant to your product and find out if there's demand. If there's not demand, I would sell this product off and source a different one. I wouldn't go with this product. And remember, the market's going to change, guys. It's not going to stay the same. Here's something else that can help. When this is so important, it could be when you launch this, there was demand, but you also want to look at past sales to get like the last 6 months to get an idea. Hey, is there a consistent demand for this product? Because if there is, that means you have a much greater chance of making money off of that product. What is the history of the sales for these specific keywords? Okay, guys, help me. I'm going to read your questions while he's looking that up. And then I want to know if this is making sense, because I know we have some advanced people in here and some very beginners. I want to make sure it's helpful to everyone. Okay, so I'm going to go. Busy Bee says, okay, here we go. Do I just need to play around with keywords in Amazow to find which keyword has more demand or volume search? Absolutely, yes. You're 100% correct. What I would do, Busy Bee, is I would start, and I have a new video. I don't know if you guys saw it yet or not. It's in the find section. It's called How to Find Products to Do Over $100 a Day. It is our newest research video. In my opinion, this isn't a private thing, but it's our best one so far. Like it's very super helpful, relevant information in there. Watch that video, Busy Bee. It's in the find section. If you've been in this program for more than a week, it's been opened up to you. It tells you how to do it. What you're going to do is start with a very short, broad keyword, search it, and let that bring out a whole flood of other keyword ideas. And when you see one that has a lot of search volume, and I would go for at least 15,000 search volume per month or more if you're in the US, or 10,000 per month or more if you're in the United Kingdom, or 6,000 per month or more if you're anywhere else in the world, or a ranking of 1 to 4 or 5 if you're using Keyword Tool Dominator or JAWD Toolbox Autocomplete, then I would take that. And remember, search volume is a general filter, guys. It is not the answer, okay? It helps. But remember, these searches are not on Amazon. They are on other global search engines, okay? Don't get confused about that. It's giving you the volume of this keyword based on multiple search engines, not Amazon specifically, okay? When you look at search volume. Once you've done that, Busy Bee, then, as a Busy Bee, I would take those keywords that have higher volume, plug them into Amazow, and find out what the sales are. And use the parameters in that video to determine, is it worth it? And then, Tyler, after you've looked at the sales, that's when you look at the number of competitors as well and say, okay, are all these relevant? And are there too many competitors, which might mean it's going to be too long and expensive to get on the first page? Or are there too few, which could mean an unstable, unpredictable market? Why is there not enough demand if the search volume is pretty strong? So I could go on Google, Weisenberg, and I could search for Kleenex because I am a student at Harvard studying various kinds of nose tissues. I could search for it, but that doesn't mean I'm trying to buy it. Search volume and sales overlap, but they're not this one and the same. There's many reasons people will search a term. I'm not talking about Amazon, I'm talking about Google, search engines, Bing, places like that, DuckDuckGo. So something could have a strong search volume and low sales. The other thing to think about is this. If you are studying a super broad keyword like coffee, just coffee by itself, a ton of people search for coffee for thousands of reasons, not on Amazon, because these tools are not giving you search volume on Amazon. By the way, at the summit, by the time the summit's here, one of the speakers has a tool released that will give you search volume on Amazon, which has never been done before, which I'm super excited about, which you guys will get access to, which is incredible. That search volume indicates interest, but not necessarily they're searching it to buy it. So the only way I actually know what the market demand is, RJ Weisenberg, is based on the sales. Does that make sense? How about make a bundle with it? Monty and Cecilia, I would only do a bundle if I have keywords that show a ton of sales. And again, I would go for at least 3,000 sales per month spread across the top 10 competitors. Or another way to look at it, you could say, spread across 4,500 sales, spread across 15 competitors. But you guys get the idea. you want there to be a lot of sales. You need to find keywords that have a lot of demand. Bundling something to try to get it to sell is not worth your time if there's no demand. You have to find out the demand. And then Jonas says, because there's not enough sales for the product. Exactly. Okay, so Thuy Hong Nguyen, you got to teach me how to say your name. Hi, Seth. I enjoyed the session because you ask questions which make us think and learn. Awesome. Thank you. Pranav says, is Merchantware showing sales volume for a particular keyword in a particular product? It's showing you keywords that people are searching in global search engines. Jean says, it's Q1. Is sales generally low at this time? Yes. Matt says, where can we obtain sales history? Market Intelligence, which is a tool of Viral Launch. Again, I love Viral Launch. They have awesome tools. Market Intelligence. You can also do it in Amazon, but it takes a little longer to get there. You can do it if you dig in deep. I have a video on this in the Find section that shows you how to look at the BSR ranking over a period of time. And we also have a tool that is a spreadsheet that shows you if you know the BSR number, you know approximately how many times it is selling. That's also in the Find section. So there are several ways you can do it. Mary Hood says, I would change it from yoga to cat lovers. That's a trading have with it, Mary, is if someone's searching cat lovers, like if I sat down at the computer and searched cat lovers, what are the chances I want Neha's product, Easy Creations product? Because it's very specific. It's a cat necklace. Cat lover, I could be looking for a brand of cat food. I could be looking for a special bowl for my wife's new kitty. Her name is Phoebe, by the way. True story. I could be looking for many things, you see. So you want something more long tail specific. Does that make sense, Mary? Is there a tool to analyze sales over a long period of time? I answered that question. Awesome, Kabir. Thank you, Regina. Awesome. The new video, excellent. I'm glad you saw it. Yeah, guys, watch the new video. I really think it's going to help you guys. The reason we keep coming out with new videos for you, and by the way, that video is not on YouTube. It is not. And it won't go on YouTube because I'm giving you guys much more specific strategies than people on YouTube. You know we give away tons of free content. What you get is more, much more in depth. What we're doing right now is way more in depth than what we did at the conference, which was much faster and more broad in Florida. So just keep that in mind. But guys, watch the video and find the new video. It's how to find products that do over $100 a day. I think it'll help you a ton. Okay, so let me go back. I'm going to answer all these questions, Alan, then we'll keep going. Simon says, if you have an existing listing that's not doing well, how can I reverse engineer the top listings in my category to find out what the keywords they are using? PPC. If you run a PPC ad campaign, it'll show you all of that data. It'll take 10 days to be able to download the ad report and see it in a spreadsheet. If you go to the launch section of the training, it shows you exactly how to use and read those ad reports. In the launch section, Simon, you'll find it. But your PPC ads are going to tell you exactly what it's doing. The other thing you can do is plug those keywords into the ones you're using for your listing. Plug it into Amazon. This is something I love about Amazon. And that's also going to tell you how your sales are doing compared to competitors. Diego says, is that for short tail or long tail keywords? You want to go long tail as much as you can. There is a time where long tail helps, but I'll give you an example. So Mary, and credit to you, creative thinking on this. So this isn't a criticism at all, but she said cat lover. That's short tail. It's too broad. I wouldn't go with it. Marilyn is your real name. Okay. All right. No problem, Busy Bee. Busy Bee is just, I'm going to call you BB. Hey, Mitra, how are you? BGG says, you guys are messing with me with all these crazy YouTube names. I love it. This one guy, we were at the Florida conference, Alan, and he goes, oh, by the way, I can't remember his name now. I feel bad. He's probably watched this video. Like, come on, Seth. And his name on YouTube was like XYJ2T23479. And he said, oh, by the way, my name's Bob. And like, that's me. Like, okay, thank you.
Now with the short names and the Spanish and all that, it's gonna be confusing.
Yep. BGG says, hi, Seth. So for the keyword search, these are products we think we could sell. Is there a way to see the most searched keywords overall? Yes. So there's two ways. Okay. There's two ways you can find this. Number one is ranking, and number two is search volume. So if you go to Merchant Words, Google Keyword Planner, keywordtool.io, those are just three of the many examples of keyword search volumes. Guys, there's so many tools today. So even since we started this program, it's incredible. There's so many out there. And do what Alan did. Get a couple just to get a general idea to check your facts, okay? So what you do, BGG, is you search the keyword in those tools and look at the search volume, and you can see which ones are doing better than others. Here's just a little, here's a bonus for you guys. Imagine I'm selling pink candy. I don't know why this is on my desk. My daughter must have been working here earlier. See this pink candy right here? Imagine I'm selling pink candy. And the keyword I'm trying to rank for, remember, rank means it shows up on the first page or second, but sooner and sooner, the better it ranks, the sooner it shows up when someone types in that keyword for this. And the keyword I'm trying to rank for is, let's say, pink round candy, okay? And I'm not getting any sales. But then I do a little search and I realize, wait a minute, sugar-free, I don't know if you can tell, but it actually says sugar-free on there. Sugar-free pink round candy, that's getting a lot of sales. So I change in the title. This is what optimized listing that Alan was talking about. I change it to that sugar-free pink round candy, and all of a sudden I'm getting sales. Did my listing change? No. I mean, did my product change? No. What changed? My title. Why? Because I want to rank for that keyword. I changed. It's like Austin. There's certain freeways people don't use as often to get in Austin as others. But the ones that they use a lot, like the Mopac freeway, a ton of people come up from the south or down on front using the Mopac. There's certain freeways that have more traffic. You want the keywords that have traffic, but where the competition isn't too strong. How can I, okay, so Mitra says, how can I get back-end keywords on my store? Can I add more than one keyword and separate them by comma? Do not separate them by anything. Use natural keywords that you would say in a regular conversation. Mitra, if you and I were talking about cell phone cases, what would you say? You'd probably say, hey, I like your cell phone case. That's really cool, black turquoise cell phone case. Use the keyword, black turquoise cell phone case. That's the easiest way to get the best keywords. Amazon rewards you for being natural. They reward you for being natural in your keywords. So that's how you do it, Mitra. So, and you can't do more than 250 bytes in that, in all 5 total on the back end. So that those 5 little slots, a total of 250, no more. Does that make sense? You put in all the keywords there that you don't put in your title and your bullet points in your product description. And by the way, guys, it is better to get, it's more important to get best keywords in the back end than it is in the product description. Here's how it goes in ranking. Ready? Title, bullet points, back end, product description. I'll do it again. Title, bullet points, back end, product description. That is the order of importance of your keywords where you place them. Yes, yay for Amazon search volume, Amanda. Thanks for clarifying, Seth. I was under the impression that merchant words gave us search volume for Amazon. I know, and a lot of people think that, and I wish it's a marketing thing. It's marketing. They're giving the indication it's coming from there when it's not, and I wish they would be more upfront about that. But yes, no problem, man. I'm assuming you're a dude. Your name looks like a dude, RJ Weisenberg. Sounds like a professor or something. Okay, no problem, Matt. Viral launch is very expensive. Well, Easy Creations, it's expensive if you have a product that doesn't have a lot of demand. But if I have a product that's going to cost me $500 to launch or $1,000 to launch just for one part of it, but the demand there is doing 20,000 every 3 days, that's an investment. It's going to make me money. See what I mean? So I need to first know the demand. So I would not use viral launch for your product. I would go with a different product after you've seen if there's any other keywords that are ranking. I'm waiting for the JOD version of viral launch. Yes, I know many people are, Diego, working super fast on it. Alan is the mastermind behind that, by the way. So we're the 2 people working on this. So you're talking to the right people. So it'll be out soon. I will tell you this, guys. Anyone abuses it, they're out. Like we're going to be so picky about this, like 100%. And it's built in a way that builds accountability, makes it super hard to abuse. But we will not stand for that at all. Like I've gotten pissed before when I see people abusing stuff in the launch. It's just not going to happen. Like they're out of the program, period. So you guys use it honorably. You show respect. You follow through. Absolutely, we're going to honor that because that's what we're about. Okay, so Alan, this is a question for you, brother. And I shouldn't be taking all these questions anyways. Al D wants to know if you're going to grow a beard.
I have a beard.
You need to come on video. We can't see it. He does have a beard. You know what? You know where that question's coming from, right, Alan?
Yeah, I was watching yesterday.
So it was me and Danilo and David and Saad. He has a goatee. We all have beards, and we're like, wait, Alan, he needs a beard, but you have a beard. Okay, awesome.
I've tried. Okay,
no problem. I'm waiting for the. Okay, which tool do you use to see review history related to your competitors? I use Amazon. It tells you exactly how many reviews they got over a period of time, and it shows you a line graph. And I explain how to do that in the videos and find. By the way, we have 5 new videos for Amazon, how to use it. It's literally sitting. I will show you where it is. It's sitting on that big computer right there, and all we need to do is finish editing and publish them. You guys will see them very soon. These are new videos, which we're super excited about. No problem, Simon. Happy to help, brother. Sorry, I missed. Pronunciation is tweet in Hong, like Hong Kong. Oh, cool. Okay, tweet. Thank you. So tweet in Hong, like Hong Kong. Twee Hong. I'll stop right there. Okay, Seth, how can I get the BSR list to find out how many times a product sells in that category? I've seen it on your videos before. Brother Doraji, it is in the find section. Go to each tab. You'll see it in the bottom of one. It's right there. It says sales per day based on BSR. It's a Google sheet. It's where you can go watch it. Okay, sorry I missed some of your questions, guys. For Seth and Alan, okay, guys, these are awesome questions, but people shared their BSR. I mean, their BSR. Their ASINs, we want to look at them. Alan, the floor is yours, brother. Take us away, man. We're going to go back to this now for those of you guys who gave us your ASINs.
All right, so I'm looking at this next ASIN, and title is good. It has the main keyword here, but when we talk about amazing pictures, this one is lacking amazing pictures. It only has one picture, one review. It might be because it's a new item. I try to get my listings at least 10 reviews before I start doing any promotions or any PPC or anything like that. But on this one, I think the owner needs to work a lot on pictures. And if you're doing a PDF, and I don't know what you think about this, Seth. If you're doing a book, if you're doing something like a free ebook,
yeah, like an ebook.
Yeah, I would recommend that you put it on a USB thumb drive because the PDF, Amazon is very particular about sending PDF documents now. Before it used to be, it used to be okay. You could send PDF files. Now they want everything to be a physical product. So I would recommend having like a USB thumb drive or something where you're gonna put the PDF, and then you can also use it as marketing. Free PDF, and you put it, include the little thumb drive on the picture.
Yeah, I'm curious. Whoever is selling this, I don't know, but would you be willing to chat here? How are you getting the ebook to them? What is your delivery method? If you're using a landing page, I think that's brilliant. If you're not, how are you doing it? Because like Alan said, you don't want to jeopardize your account.
Yeah, it's Debbie.
Yeah, really quick, Alan, because this was asked before, and I think it's a super important question. Weisenberg asked, what plugin are you using to show rank, price, and review? I have the same plugin on mine, and I can't even remember what it's called. I can go to it right now, but do you know off the top of your head?
It's DS Amazon Quick View.
DS Amazon Quick View. DS, I'm going to type it here for you guys. Quick. RevSeller is very similar, Regina, but it's different. I like DS Amazon Quick View better. Yep, that's it, Daraji. Okay, back to you, Alan. Let's do this, brother.
Okay, so here we know that we need to optimize the listing, or David needs to optimize the listing, at least on the picture side. Bullet points, saying there's only one bullet point, and product description is it's a very small product description. At the beginning, you can kind of start with this so you can start getting reviews. But once you're gonna start doing promotions, I would say you need a fully optimized listing. Look at the category, make sure that the category it's in the right category.
May I be blunt, Alan? May I be blunt? And this is not to be offensive, but you guys said you want us to kick your butt to help you be good. That's why you joined the program. The product description on this is not good. Can you scroll down to it? The product description is not good. It needs to be way more. You're not giving that product description does not give me any more reason to make me want to buy this product. There is so much you can do with this. There are tools under the build stage that show you how to use bullet points, and you don't even have to use the tagging. I did a video on that a long time ago. Now you just use a tool. You just go and you type in what you want. Say, I want this bold, this, italicized, whatever, this one with this special symbol. There's a lot you can do with HTML. You've got to optimize that product description, whoever has this. It's just, it's not good. Make it stand out. Give us a reason. Study your product. So you guys should study your product so hard that you have so much to talk about this product that's amazing. You know what your problem is? And this is my problem every time we launch, every time. You want to know the number one frustration for me when it comes to writing the listing? I want to say more than I have room for, or I'm going to say too much because there's so many awesome things. That's how good your product needs to be and how well you need to know it. So whatever you do, and I know the product description is not the number one place for keywords. In fact, it's the last, But some people are going to read it before they buy. You need to maximize that, whoever's doing this. And again, not a criticism, just to help you out.
And one of the things that you can do is you can just look at the competition. For example, this is one of the competitors that is selling about 2,000 units a month. And you want to see what their title is, look at their pictures. I know the reviews, you're going to work on it, and eventually you're going to get reviews. Bullet points, very, very optimized, per description.
So I guess to be fair, this product was launched this week. I didn't realize that, so now I feel bad. But we were looking to test their optimization. That's what we were doing, is to look at your product and evaluate it. So completely understand. Yeah, if you haven't launched yet, I mean, you just launched, you haven't filled it out, you're doing that hack. I understand. I get it. In fact, in that case, I would put even less. Your listing is too beautiful. It needs to be uglier. I would like do the reverse now. So absolutely. Actually, I don't really feel bad because it was still good advice and everyone should apply it.
Right. But this is where you want to go after you get your reviews.
Right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The other thing that I'm looking at is if I want to rank for this main keyword, this is the competition, and I'm just using Scope to see the top 10, and all of them are doing very good. There's 3 sellers that are doing double or triple the sales, but there's other listings that have 400 sales, 500 sales a month, which is very good. And another thing that I look at is the reviews. So on this item, when I was looking at when you look at it on Amazon, the median review, there's only 12 competitors, which is good. But the median reviews, it's to me, it's a little bit high. It's more than 500 reviews. We usually try to stay between 200 and 500.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons is because if you have more than that, it's gonna take you a lot more promotion and marketing to reach to where you're gonna be ranking and competing with these people.
Yes, and this is something to think about. The keyword Alan put in is a short tail keyword. It's just 2 words, magnesium oil. So it's going to tend to get more listings attached to it because the shorter it is, the greater chance a listing is using that keyword. You guys see what I mean? When he goes to a longer tail keyword, maybe magnesium oil for embalmment, soothing, whatever. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, soothing. Here, let's look at the title. So pure magnesium oil, or magnesium massage oil, or massage oil for menopause. See what I mean? Oil for menopause relief. We just pulled out 4 to 5 keywords that are in your title, which is awesome. This is a really good title, assuming those keywords are all good. And by the way, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but you did bridging where the end of one keyword is the beginning of the next keyword. Can you go back to the title really quick, brother? I want to show you guys something super cool. My wife and I use this all the time. So look at this. Pure magnesium massage oil is a keyword. You guys see that? Now here's another keyword. Watch. Magnesium massage oil. Now in 4 words, she was able to get 2 3-word keywords. See that? Because of the bridge, magnesium. Let's look at it again. Massage oil for menopause. That's another one. Magnesium massage oil for menopause. That's another one. Menopause relief. That's even one. I know it's more broad because there could be a lot of other kinds of products out there that do menopause relief that are not specifically magnesium oil. But you see what happened? This is actually an awesome example of keywords in a listing, assuming that she did the research. And who is it? Someone tell me. I don't want you to feel bad to say, hey, it's me. But here it is. Oh, Debbie. Okay. Hi, Debbie. How are you? I don't know if you're here or not. But assuming you did your research, Debbie, and you really understand the sales volume and the sales number for these keywords, that's an awesome title. That's really, really good. But when Alan looked up just magnesium oil, that was short tail, you're going to tend to get more reviews. That doesn't mean give up on the product. That means you need to do more research and see are there other keywords pointing to the same end goal product. Does that make sense, Alan? Am I explaining that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Let's keep going. This is good. And guys, let me know, is this making sense? Do you understand what we're trying to say? I don't want you just to hear a bunch of stuff. Like, is it helping you? But keep going, brother. We'll keep going.
Yeah. What do you do when you have a good, very good low competition, very good demand, and the median reviews are too high.
So low competition. So this, when you say low competition, you're referring to the 12 competitors, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Low competition, high demand, but the median reviews are a little bit too high. I would say it's a little bit too high.
It's too high if this is the only keyword I'm looking at. But if I now add to these keywords, click on keywords monitoring really quick, that tab right there, I can add keywords. So let's just add one. Let's add pure magnesium oil. Let's try that one. I want to look at several keywords because you guys may know this. There are 20 million people a year who visit Austin. And there's only 5 free ways to get into Austin, 5 major ways. So each of those ways to get into Austin is like a keyword. It's a path. But Austin is the actual product you're trying to get to. So what Alan's doing right now is he's looking at a different path. Maybe not enough people are searching magnesium oil. And maybe there is too much competition for that or too many reviews. So we're going to look at another path. So Alan, to answer your question, if I can find at least 3 other keywords that match the criteria better, then I'm much more likely to launch this product.
So in reality, you do need one broad keyword, which is going to let you know that the market as a general is a good market to come in, and then you need 3, 4 long tail keywords to know which keywords are you going to be able to compete with, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And I understand you put in the primary, like it's magnesium oil. But I might even find in PPC, the demand for that, man, it's just, there's too much competition. It's not even worth trying because they're asking for $3 bid average per keyword. You know what I mean? So I might bid on different keywords, but I can still rank my product. There have been so many situations where JOD members have not been selling a product. It's just sitting there like, what's going on? Then they ran a PPC ad campaign. They realized I'm trying to rank for the wrong keywords. They changed it. And then all of a sudden, their sales started to pick up and go really, really fast.
Right.
Yeah. Diego says, are the competitors relevant? Great question. What he means by that, you guys, he clicks on competitors and reports in the top right, and he makes sure that all the products that are the top competitors of the 12 that we saw, that they are all relevant. In other words, that's the same kind of product that Debbie wants to sell. And if it's not, she would hit the minus button to remove it. So now we're looking at just the relevant ones. Really good point, Diego. Awesome, Cavalli. Tui Hong. Yep, Daraji, Rifster, Nina. Okay, cool. I'm glad this is helpful, guys. A buyer for the cat jewelry. Nice, Teddy.
Yeah, so I'm looking at other keywords right here, but mainly what we're trying to do is trying to make sure everybody understands that if you already have a listing, you already have your product, it's not having enough sales. And if you've done a little bit of promotion, it's not having enough sales. You have to go back to the drawing board and start looking for other keywords that are going to be have more demand, or they're going to be more relevant, right?
Yeah. Yep. So this is really good. So we're looking. So there's no search volume for pure magnesium oil, probably because it's longer tail. That doesn't mean there's no demand. It's just telling us there's not a ton of interest in it on global search engines at this point. It's telling us the ease of entry is low. Competitors is 13. Reviews are 8. Yeah, so pure magnesium. So based on this information that I'm just seeing so far, based on the 2 keywords that get us the reviews, there's some strong the challenge for this, the number of reviews might make it difficult. What I would want to know now, Alan, is I would look at all the competitors for pure magnesium oil and magnesium oil, and I would ask this question. How well are the sales spread out amongst those competitors? Because if there's just 2 or 3 that have a ton of reviews and most of the demand, I don't want to enter that space. Too long to rank. But if it's spread out amongst the competitors, okay, there's a greater chance I could succeed at this. But the scary thing, I agree with you, it's the median reviews, the middle number of reviews is too high. It makes me nervous. For me to do it, there need to be extremely strong sales to justify it. But I realize it's going to cost me more time and money to get ranking before it starts selling really well.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking at the pure magnesium massage oil, and this one has less sales, and the reviews of the competitors are a lot lower. So there is a lot, a better chance of ranking.
Yeah.
but the sales are very low. They're, the lowest one is 13 sales a month, 15,
Right.
and there's only a few people making over 100, 150 sales a month.
Right. Good point. And now Alan, he just typed in a super long tail keyword. There's 4 words in it. So the sales are going to naturally, they're going to be lower most likely, and they are. However, when someone types in that specific of a term, the chances of that keyword search turning into a sale are much higher because they already knew exactly what they wanted. If they just typed in massage oil, there's less of a chance that they specifically were looking for magnesium massage oil. But if they type in magnesium massage oil, that's an indication they already probably know what they want. Therefore, the conversion rate is higher. Out of 100 people who search that keyword, a greater number of them are going to buy. You guys see what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, Alan, do you want to do one more?
Sure.
Okay, brother. Let's do one more.
Go
I hope
back.
that's helpful, Debbie. My summary thoughts on that, and I don't know if there's anything you want to add to it, Alan, is I would search other keywords and find out what the median reviews are. Makes me a little nervous. And then make sure that the sales are high enough for that demand. Like I would be looking for $3,000 to $4,000 dollars of revenue per day, or $4,000 to $5,000 number of sales per month spread across 10 competitors to justify the high number of reviews. I hope that makes sense. Guys, when you look for a product, let's say this is your product, okay? Don't think ultra simplistically about it. Well, if it's over a pound, I can't do it. Or, if it's too complicated, I can't do it. Look at all the data. Sometimes data down here is weak, but this data is a lot stronger and it justifies it, and you should launch it. Okay, guys? So try to look at all the pieces. Each piece has different weights as well.
I'm looking at this swaddle blanket, and the listing, if you look at it, it's oh, my computer's froze. Oh, there you go. The listing, the title is good, bullet points are good, pictures are good, and then description. I'm trying to lower the description. Description's a little weak. There's not too much information, and you could use a little bit of HTML to make it a little bit more attractive to people, because a lot of people like to read what kind of things it includes and things like that. So you can make the description a little bit better. It's got already 8 reviews, so it's been doing some promotions. And then the rank, it's about 1%, 1.38% of that category. So, the more sales velocity and the more sales velocity you get on this product, the lower the rank, and you're gonna get more organic sales. If we look at the whole niche for that specific keyword, I like it. All of the people is doing sales, and it's got some people doing up to 600 sales. Some people they're just starting with 2 reviews, making 80 sales a month, and then the reviews. I'm sorry, the reviews are very low. So I didn't have a chance to put this one. Oh yeah, I did put it in here. So I did put it on Amazon to look at the niche, and it's got 12 strong competitors, about 200 daily sales, and then 54 median reviews. And then the searches per month are good for that specific keyword. The trend is looking good. So I think for this one, it's just working on optimizing and starting to rank on that specific keyword, and then other keywords that he might be focusing on.
Yeah, this is really cool, because if I do 211 by 12, each competitor sales a day, that's way more than the 10 minimum I would go with. The revenue per day is 5,000. this is a great product. I'm going to launch it. No, I'm joking. This is awesome. Who is on this product?
It is
Fayez. If anyone else dares to launch this product after Fayez does, I will kick you out of the program. I'm joking. But seriously, guys, I get nervous when I say great product, and then people are like, hey, okay. This is really, really good. This is awesome. Look at it. The monthly searches meet criteria, 12 competitors. That's ideal. Median reviews is under 200, which is amazing. The median price is 25. I wish I found this product. These are the kind of products I launch. That kind of criteria is amazing. That's incredible. But again, having said that, guys, I'm assuming Faiz has already done a ton of work on this. So if you go and try to launch it, your chance of succeeding when he's using the same principles are much, much less, because the first person to market for really good differentiation gets the majority of the market share. So please show respect and don't use this as a way to find products. That's not what this is for. And what goes around comes around. If you do it, if you're already launching it, it's not wrong. That's fine. There's no rule against that. We can't control that. But just be generous, guys. Be understanding. Show consideration. I hope you guys get the point, right? Okay.
But I think
of course they can, Leslie. Absolutely. Leslie, when you launch your product, 1 million people can steal it. Anyone can find it. Yeah. You will get kicked out, Tyler, because I know you. I'm just joking. Yeah, they can. And some people will. And we've kicked people out of the program for doing bad things. But it doesn't mean if someone else is launching your product that they did that on purpose. It doesn't mean they found your product. Do not become a conspiracy theorist, people. Don't get overly worried about that. We're just telling you from your heart, if you are trying to crush it, you'll never crush it stealing ideas. Find your own and get out there and support your warriors. You want these people to be your friends. Don't burn one person. They're like, I said, do you really want to burn this bridge? Like, think about what you're doing. Is it worth it to you? Don't burn bridges, guys, for a quick sale. It's not worth it. People will help you get places you can never get with yourself. There's no way I could continue to grow if it wasn't for people and my mentors who I pay thousands of dollars to every month to help me, because that money's worth it so I can grow. So just remember these principles, you guys. Yeah, from here, they could. I mean, physically they could, Leslie, and that's not something we can control. Absolutely. I mean, how could they not? They can see it. I can see it. I could launch this. I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't do that to you, but you see what I mean? Okay. Yeah. It was on the short list. You guys are hilarious. Absolutely, Darashi. Absolutely. We are extremely generous with helping people. But if someone does something that's dark or shady or doesn't honor the guidelines, we've learned to be quick about just, I'm not going to work with it. I only want to work with people who we can trust, bottom line. That's why with the job marketplace coming out, guys, we're so excited about it. We're feeling protective about it. So the 3 best ways you can help yourself in this group, okay, and open up opportunities. You want to know that they are, you guys? Help people, number 1. That's huge. Help people. Number 2, honor the guidelines. They're clear. They're written everywhere. If you don't know them, go read them. And then number 3, if there's a problem, never share a problem unless you also bring a solution. Because the first is a complaint. The second is help. See what I mean? Learn from each other, never so. Absolutely, Akbar. Akbar, I drink tea with your name on it. It's such good tea. And not making fun of it, I just think it's awesome. I remember Vinny, which said, talked about a Muslim swallow banquet. Yes, I remember that. Cool. Okay, back to you, brother. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah. So I think for people to see the difference of what we're looking at, it's a very good exercise.
Yeah.
Because you can see a product that is having that the market is not there, and then you see something that it's really high, and it's gonna require a lot of promotions, a lot of investment for marketing, and then you see a product that is perfect with all the numbers. That's why I usually recommend people to go through the program and look for 20, 30 products the way you recommend, because that exercise that's gonna give you what you need to learn to see what kind of numbers you need when you're looking for your products.
Yep.
It's very hard to just find one product, launch it, and it be successful, because if you don't understand the process. So I think this was a very good way to show the bad, the good, and the and the medium. But yeah, I love it.
Absolutely. And really quick, I want to answer Tweet Pong. I'll start there. It's a question. So what if I already bought products before joining Jog? It's fine. Launch them. You're totally good. No problem at all. I'm talking about the principle of not trying to feed off of other people's success, but actually owning your own success. No problem at all. Completely understand. Eliana says, can I say that the necklace has been selling on Facebook for the last 2 years from hundreds of drop shippers with Shopify at $9.97? Yes, you can. When you say this necklace, are you referring to Easy Creations necklace? And then Teddy says, to those who have shared their product for this example, thanks, helps a lot to have real world context. I agree. Thank you for being vulnerable and having the courage to do that and building that trust. Thank you very much, you guys. A cynic is a man who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. Very true, Robbie. Very good. Okay, cool. All right, 8 more minutes. We'll look at one more, and then we'll close it up, Alan?
Let's do that.
All right, one more, guys. Guys, we're going way over time because we want to see you get the help you need. And Tyler, I know you're dying for us to look at your product, but we only go with the ones that people who first posted on the Facebook group.
Yeah, I went in order right here.
Yeah, just to be fair. It wouldn't be fair to Adam since he posted it first if we went with yours first, Tyler, even though I know you want the help. But brother, you're welcome to post it in the Facebook group and say, could anyone give me feedback? Like, you're welcome to do that, man.
Then I think he's. And I asked everybody for their main keyword because I wanna see what are they focusing on.
Yes.
In case they need to rechange that or look for a different keyword.
Yeah.
Why are we recommending to look for another keyword?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a really quick vote while you're pulling this up. So
Sure.
And I'm totally for that, Aldi. Who say yes if next Monday you want Alan and myself to continue the same topic? Say no if you don't. And either way is fine. Whatever you want. You tell us what helps you most. So right now, everyone chat either yes or no. And we will do a part 2 next week because we've already gone 24 minutes over. And I tell my coaches don't go over time, and I just did it. And I'm being a hypocrite right now. So say yes right now if you want us to. Say no if you want a different topic. And either way is totally fine. All right, Alan, I'll let those come in, and back to you, brother.
All right. I'm just trying to get the Amazon data information. Oops, sorry.
You know, guys, Frank is the only one who said please. So because of Frank, we're going to do Frank's ASIN the whole next meeting. I'm joking. Just totally joking. So I think we're scratching an itch. Busy Bee said, yes, please. I think we're scratching an itch because I don't see a single no in here, and there's a ton of yeses. So, okay, cool. So we're going to look at one more ASIN, you guys. And then next week, we'll just jump right back in. And here's what I want you to do, if this is okay with you, Alan. What's the easiest way to do this, brother? You know what? We'll just do this. Next Monday, we will post it again. Look for the post. When Alan posts, hey, guys, here it is. Include your ASIN. And for any ASINs we didn't get to go over today, we'll do those next week. We'll start with those in order. But remember, guys, even though we're not going to get to everyone's ASIN, obviously, it's still going to help everyone. Like, watching this is going to help you with your ASIN. And I encourage you, say thank you to those who shared their listing, because that was kind of them to do that. And it was courageous vulnerability is what I like to call it.
And go back and rewatch this video, guys, because even I'm, I like these kind of videos because this is where I understand a lot of things that I'm kind of not clear about.
Yeah.
Just rewatch this video. I'm just pulling all the information, all the data from for Amazon, but just coming to the listing. Okay. This is Adam's listing, and I gotta say, man, his work on title, pictures, bullet points. One thing I was gonna mention, or maybe you can help us with this. What's the best way to do keywords? I'm sorry, pictures for the listings set, because I know there's an order, like 3 product and then lifestyle and all that. So what's the best way to do pictures?
Yes. Whose listing is it again, so I can address them by name?
Yes, this is Adam.
Adam. Okay, Adam. All right. So Adam, let's go back to the listing again. At first, does it show everything Can you go back to the listing, Alan? Does that first image show everything that's included? I'm guessing you're in here, Adam, and I might not know your YouTube name, so tell me if it's you. But does that listing show everything? I mean, the first picture, everything that's included. So your first picture needs to include everything that you're selling in that package in most situations, unless it looks really clunky. There are some situations where it doesn't work. In most cases, you want to show everything. It shows the value. Sometimes the packaging, sometimes not. When I say everything, I mean all the accessories, the bundle, the coffee mug with the spoon, with the coaster, the whole thing. Because when they first see it, what do you want them to see? Value. For my money that I'm going to spend, am I getting the best value? Because Adam, when they look at your inflatable pillow, they're also looking at, 15, 12, 11 others on that same page. So why would I buy yours, Adam? And I mean this in a sincere way. Why would I buy yours instead of theirs? So can we do this, Alan? Can you open up a new tab at Amazon.com and let's just search inflatable pillow and let's do like a really honest check. How good is this listing compared to the others? Hey, Adam, I see you, man. The Big Blue Mountain. Okay, awesome. And everything is included. Excellent. Okay.
So the first, do you count the sponsor products or not?
Let's include the sponsor products. Yeah, let's do it. No reason not to. Okay. So the top one, what I see is a pillow and a guy holding something. Can you immediately tell what that is? I can't. Do you know what it is?
I think it's the bag.
Oh, it's showing you how tiny it gets.
How tiny it is.
Cool. Not bad. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one, I see someone differentiated. They are showing the package, which is more obvious to me. That's a package. I think the second one is
the way that we hold it.
Yeah, how you hold it. It's obvious it's a package with strings coming out, and they also have covers for the eyes. So I think right there, that's a huge value. And they even have the little badge that you're not supposed to do, but it still works. And Amazon doesn't ever seem to do anything about it. That's a very good image. See the image right there, guys? Look at the reflection underneath. I think that's an eye cover so you can sleep.
Yeah, it's
an iPad, not the Apple iPad. That's so funny. Dude, my wife likes iPads. Like sometimes she'll take a nap and she'll have an iPad. I'm like, oh, you want the iPad? So can you get my iPad? So I'll bring her an Apple iPad. She doesn't think it's funny at all. But you put this on your head. Okay, so let's look at the next one. This one, what I like about it is it looks comfortable and kind of fluffy and natural, but the value is low. I don't see the packaging. I don't see an iPad. I don't see anything else.
Yeah, and I really thought that was a bag.
Oh, you thought it was a bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's giving the wrong impression. And keep that in mind too, guys. Ask several people because Alan's impression was different than mine. I would think that's a pillow. He would think it's a bag. People are going to see different things. The problem with this one is because there's no space between the hand and the pillow, it's kind of ugly. This is not a great picture. There should be a little bit of space between them. They're not distinct enough, in my opinion. And the next one's it's getting boring. Okay, the 3, that's pretty cool. 3 pieces, value add right there. It could be a better picture, I think.
It has the Amazon choice.
Interesting. Yeah. Notice the price, though, $5.95.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, so they're in a completely different market. You're probably making nothing on that. $5.95, like that's going to be your minimum FBA fees right there.
Yeah.
Yep. This blue one, I love the distinction, like the shadows. It's super 3D-ish. I bet you that's a 3D rendering. However, I don't see anything else added to it. So I could tell you right now, Adam, I don't know how long you launched it. Okay, I'm not seeing it yet. But if I search inflatable pillows, can you guess which one I'm going to buy? It's that one right there, the green one. That's what I would buy.
Yeah.
Not everyone, but it's, to me, Alan, I think that gives me, like, everything's about sleep. It's the best image. It's really well done. That I'm probably going to buy. I would buy that one over this blue one that has all 5 stars because the value, don't overemphasize reviews too much, guys. People on our team do that. You don't have to have amazing reviews to sell. You need good reviews, and you need a few. You need a handful. That's it. If you have none, that looks weird. That looks shady.
Yeah.
So those are my thoughts, Alan. Anything, man, you want to add to that, brother?
No, I think, by just looking at the competition, you kind of, that's one of the things that I usually recommend. Go back and search the keyword that you want to rank for and start looking at people that has less than 100 reviews just to see if you can compete really quick. Look at their pictures. Pictures are always going to be one of the things that you can differentiate really, really easy.
Yeah.
Because you do want to have great quality pictures.
I feel bad, Alan. Every time I was talking, it shows my face and not
Yeah.
the screen. I'm sorry, guys. I totally forgot about that. Do you want to just really quick, slowly scroll and just share your comments so they can see it again,
Sure.
Alan? Because they missed that.
Yeah, so we started looking at this one. This one is a sponsored product, so we thought it was the best one, but then you see it ranking at the bottom as well. This was the one that I thought it was just the bag, and then this one's too close. This one's too cheap. You don't want to compete with that one. And then these ones are good, but they don't really differentiate with the market. And then here's this one again, which is, I think it's yeah, we agree it's the best picture so far. And that's the way your customers are going to start looking, either on the computer or on their phone. They're gonna, they look at the pictures, they just scroll down and then, oh, I like this one.
Yeah.
And if you get people to click on yours and you have good copy on your listing inside, that's when you're going to be able to get the sale. The other thing I'm looking at is looking at the sales of the top 10 at least.
Yeah.
And while that one is loading, I'm going to look at the niche on Amazon. So according to them, according to Amazon, there's only 4 strong competitors, meaning that they have a very low ranking and all that. It's only 60 sales per month, daily, I'm sorry, and $1,000 in revenue daily for those 4. And the media reviews is 677. So the media reviews is very high. A lot of monthly searches, and the Google Trends kind of it went down a little bit, but then it's kind of coming up again. And that might be because this item is, I don't know if it's more seasonal because it's inflatable, or people look at it more seasonal because it's inflatable. But that's what I see on the trends.
This is really helpful, Alan. Can you jump back to the photos one more time? Esther wanted to hear just a little more specific breakdown. And scroll to the one we liked, and they all said, well, it's green. Seth likes it because it's green. There may be a subliminal thing going on there. That may be true. You might be right. And that's actually a really good point, you guys. People are going to be inclined towards certain colors. But I'll stop talking. Say something, Alan, so they can see your screen, okay?
Yeah, let me see if I can... I'll put mine. I forgot that I was. Okay, go ahead.
So that green one, guys, we think that's the best, and then all the others are pretty good. There was a 3 different pillows. That was pretty good. The orange one's pretty good. The green one shows the most value because of all that things that are added. That's what we concluded.
Yeah. And there's another one that has a few different colors, which is nice. But if you see just the quality on the picture, the shadows, the way they have it, the way they have it set up, it's just more attractive if you compare them to the other ones. Just you can see the one above with the 3 different dots, the color dots. I don't really, it's not attractive. If they have any kind of shadow, that's why 3D rendering it's so good, because they make the picture stand out. Like in this case, you can see the difference right there.
That's very good. When they don't have shadows and it just looks like it was white cropped, it doesn't look as good. I 100% agree. So what I would do, Adam, if I was in your shoes, I would look at all these pictures. Now, keep in mind, this is party opinion, because something might look more viable to someone else, but some things are a little more objective. Clearly, the green one is showing the most bundled item. Would you agree, Adam, Big Blue Mountain? So from that perspective, I think they're the best as far as their picture. What I would do is then say, okay, how can I make my picture better than theirs? You have 2 you're selling. That's a huge plus. And you're at that top, that first page of search results, I didn't see 2 from anyone else. I saw 3 one time, and that's it. So you're showing a value by that. If you were to throw in something like an iPad, if you can do it, and I know you may have already sent this into Amazon, and if you have, I understand, brother. But still, my opinion, if you're able to add in something else to show a little bit more, plus you have 2, you could crush it, I believe, if the demand is there. However, having said that, if we just look at inflatable pillows, and I know, Esther, you're asking, well, wait, what about the other? Was it Esther or someone else? Lindsay said, what about the other keywords? You start with one keyword, you look at the data, then you add another keyword. You look at the data, then you add another. That's what we're saying, Lindsay. You want to start with a keyword. It's fine. But just taking that first look, the top competitors are spread amongst 4 people only. And the reviews are high, as Alan said. Each of those competitors on average is doing 15 a day. So what, in my opinion, I would go back and say, what are the last several months of sales history has this shown? Not just Google Trends. We need something even more solid. Google Trends helps with seasonality, yes, but what are the sales been? You can use Amazon. You can use Market Intelligence for that. And then once you've looked at that, say, okay, is this a consistent, stable market? You with me, Alan? Not Alan. Adam. You guys' names are so similar. And then if it is, I would go all out and crush it. 4 is kind of low. It's a few. But I can see why. When I look at the pictures, when he searches, I'm thinking, there's only a few of those I would want to buy. Of course, only 4 have all the market. It's because the other pictures suck. They're terrible. Does that make sense, Adam? I hope that's helpful, man. But that's what those are my thoughts, brother. Can we go back to the listing and compare? We absolutely can. Can we do that really quick, Alan?
Sure. And I will also say that maybe he needs to put only also like a 2-pack here, like a little smiley thing with a 2-pack, because nobody else has 2-pack. That may be just what he needs, and then just put a little bit of shadow on the pictures.
It needs shadow. The pictures are nice, but they're too clean.
Just a little bit of shadow, and then a 2-pack here.
Yes. What he's saying is it says 2-pack, 2-pack.
Yeah.
Adam? Yeah. But let's look at his listing really quick.
Sure.
And he's sharing other keywords too. Camping pillow, camping inflatable pillow, exactly. We only looked at 1. You're exactly right. We can put in a different keyword and find, there's 6 really good competitors and more sales. Let's look at his listing to compare it. Okay. Oh, there it is. Sorry. You are looking at it. Can you go to the second picture? And to go back to Lindsay's question, or Esther, sorry, I forget who it was. Oh, so you're asking about the photos? Yeah, so the first photo, everything you can. Include everything you can on that. Second photo, it depends. It depends on the product. In this situation, because it's so personal, you're sleeping on it, I think he's done a great job. His lifestyle is awesome. There's his tech spec pillow. He's giving very clear specifics. What I would add to that, Alan, is the material. What's the material made of? Why is the material good? Find at least one redeeming quality in the material and add it to your tech spec photo, brother. Now, he has a lifestyle photo, very nice. He has one about his company, 100% money back guarantee. I really like the lifestyle pictures. I think you could use more people, maybe another picture with a person in it. But overall, really good. And I love this one here. This is awesome. Did you guys see that right there?
Yeah.
Oh, and I need to stop talking because you guys can't see. Dang it. I'm sorry, guys. I feel terrible.
No.
I will shut up.
No, they can see. They can see all the. They can see. I put it. I click on my thumbnail so they can see now everything.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Even when
yeah, Aldi said, show someone sleeping. Absolutely, because that's what they're using it for. Didn't you think of that? You're exactly right.
Yeah, someone using it.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, cool. Guys, hope this has been super helpful. I know there's many more questions, but there's only so much we can cover. And we went 40 minutes over, but I hope it's helped you guys. Guys, have an awesome rest of your week. Cannot wait to see some. Just so you know, this is set. I can say this. In 3 weeks from this last weekend, I will be in Las Vegas doing another road show. And then shortly after that, I will be in Austin. And I'll be doing a road show right here. So I want you guys to know, if you're in Texas, I would love to meet you in person. If you're in Las Vegas, come over to Las Vegas. That's before the summit, you guys. And we're going to be there. Thank you so much, Alan, for putting together the slideshow and for starting this so I could get here to the house after the plane ride. I really appreciate it, brother.
No problem, man. My pleasure.
All right, guys, have an awesome day. Keep going. Keep crushing it. You guys are amazing.
All right, guys.
All right, talk to you soon, Alan.